Hello and welcome back to the top 85 games for the BBC Micro Video Countdown. In at number 51 is a game called Missile Control. Now, this was developed in 1983 by Nicholas Tingle and released by Gemini Leisure Software. Now, let's just take a moment to admire that cover art, shall we? Because whereas most cover art and box designs of the era gave you some sort of flavour of what lay in store for you with the game, I mean, it has to be said, this one doesn't really tell you an awful lot. We've got a rather surprised looking chap with a moustache here, a little boy who I'm guessing is his son, and they're basically admiring all of these various wacky things that have erupted out of their cub monitor screen, including a bat, a centipede, various spaceships, and possibly the moon itself. So, not really sure what's going on there, and unfortunately, the box doesn't tell you an awful lot about what the game is all about. So, I'll fill you in with a few details. Missile Control was a BBC Micro take on a popular series of games, actually, which originated with the Atari arcade cabinet in 1980 called Missile Command. These were games that were built around the premise of the US's SDI or Star Wars missile defense system. The idea being that you're under attack, possibly a nuclear strike, and you have to use your missiles to intercept the nuclear strike and prevent it destroying the cities below. So, very much a Cold War era game, very exciting, but very much of its day. And we're going to take a closer look now. Okay, here we go. Wow, this is quite the intro sequence here from Gemini Games. What does it present, I wonder? Missile Control is the answer. So there you go, there's Nicholas Tingle's name up there. Plenty of instructions on what is a fairly simple game in terms of gameplay. So I think we're ready to go, pretty much. Oh, more exciting load sequences here. Please wait. All right then. Here we are, missile control. There's lots of flashing lights going on here. So there's just the one of us, so to speak. So I'm going to go with one. All right, and here's my firing site here. Okay, so the idea is you have to fire these missiles so that you can create a sort of cloud of explosion. And if the nuclear strike touches that, you basically save the cities from being destroyed. You also have to protect your own missiles. So you can see little icons there indicating how many missiles you've got left, those sort of little bird shapes. The number of missiles that you manage to save, obviously, from using contributes to a bonus. Now, I've only managed to save 2 cities here. Oh, got a plane there. There you go. Hopefully that wasn't a civilian vessel. Okay. Oh, no. Here we go. Oh dear, that one's running out. No. There we are. That's not too bad. Too bad. Still managed to preserve one of the cities there. Oh dear. Didn't quite get that nuclear strike there. Oh, no, missed it again. No. There we are. And hopefully get this one too. There we are. So it's quite a sort of festival of noise, as you'll have already appreciated. Managed to save our 2 cities there. And a lot of flashing colours and bells and whistles going on. Oh, destroyed that plane again. I think you get some extra points for doing that. Or at least I hope you're supposed to do that. Oh gosh, that's not. Look at that. Sort of intercontinental ICBM going on here. Oh my goodness, we're completely wiped out. Well, I've still got some missiles left, but unfortunately I've lost all the cities. Oh dear. I think that's game over. Yes, it is. Sing it all together. Congratulations, you're in the top 10. That's nice. Oh, rank 7. Oh my goodness me. I think I've got a migraine coming on. That is that is quite a series of lights and colours going on. Oof. All right, well we'll give that another go. I think. See whether we can do a bit better this time round. Okay. Oh, yeah, here comes the strike. So yeah, I mean, I've got to say it's immensely fun. I think it is one of those games where it probably is, if I'm honest, a little better suited to an arcade cabinet than it is to a microcomputer. I think I think controlling this certainly with a joystick would be even better. I'm obviously using a keyboard at the moment. You can certainly get the feel of how exciting it would be to sort of be sat in front of your cabinet, almost like your very own missile control. But you know, the keyboard is not a bad secondary device, if you like. But yeah, I mean, it's just really good fun. I mean, it's quite high stakes as well. I mean, you're basically defending civilization from nuclear Armageddon here. I suppose. Oh no! Oh gosh, I could do with some more missiles in that other silo, but they're blown out. Okay, well, we've still only got the 2 cities there. Still replenished with missiles. It's good that you get a full complement of missiles to tide you over to the next. You know what? I think those planes are actually dropping missiles of their own. Oh my goodness, we're ICBMing all over the place here. Oh no! Oh dear, that's all of my missile silos taken out. That rather pathetic beep sound is the sign that yes, I'm afraid I cannot help the citizens anymore. I've got nothing to fire, and well, we're just lucky really that 1 city remained. Gosh, only 200 points for that. All right, here we go again. Let's get that plane. I think he's responsible for some of those ICBMs. Oh goodness. Oh no, protect the city, protect the city. Oh no. Oh dear. Well, we're just playing for points at this point. No, we're completely out. I wonder what that's supposed to be. Well, the aliens seem to have got involved. It's clearly not just a domestic Cold War that's taking place. It's gone intergalactic. You're in the top 10. Well, that's nice, isn't it? That's very nice. Ooh, rank 9. We actually did worse that time. Whoa, there's that colour nightmare from the end scenario. I think that's supposed to give you some sort of flavour of what it might be like to be wiped out by a sort of nuclear holocaust, but yes, best leave that unspoken. All right, here we go. So we're going to try our luck again, see whether we can get a bit further this time. Yeah, but I mean, let's say hats off to Nicholas Tingle. I think he's done an absolutely brilliant job of translating this to the Beeb. It's really good fun. Ooh, 6 cities. There were quite a few variants actually of the Missile Command series available for the Beeb and the Electron. I do think this one is definitely the best of the ones I've played, certainly. Be very happy to hear from anyone that's played a sort of different variation, perhaps, and would like to defend or fight the corner for their particular variant. But I think this one from Gemini is really good, really special. Oh no, oh dear, all my missiles are out, but we've still got 5 cities remaining, and hopefully if those nukes don't stray too far, I think we're going to survive. Not bad. Now, I mean, the graphics are, fairly basic. Wouldn't say that they're, anything to write home about. It's certainly not as good as some other games that we've seen in the series, but it really is very responsive. I mean, that cursor that I'm using to guide the missile control is really zippy. It really flies across the screen. Really, oh dear. No, we're still. I mean, it's going to wipe out that city, but. There we go. I think the explosions are pretty decent. I mean, the cities probably are a little bit. They just kind of look like blobs, really, multicoloured blobs. But I don't think that counts against the game in any way, because what really matters here is the sort of feel of being in control, missile control. I think it's a really exciting sort of feel. It's like you can really kind of almost. In a way, the sort of abstraction of it is it kind of lends itself to this kind of game. It makes you think about being sat in some kind of military command center, and this is these are as good as you're going to get on the visual displays. Probably were back in the 1980s, if I'm honest. I mean, this is supposedly based on missile technology of the day, and I doubt that their graphics terminals were much more than what we see here. Oh dear. Oh, I think we might just about. Oh no, I've run out of missiles. Oh dear. Oh dear. It's game over. Get ready to sing. Congratulations, you're in the top 10. Isn't that rather special? Well, there we go. Rank 2. That's not bad. It's not bad. Oh my goodness. I don't think I'm ever going to get used to that end sequence. Anyway, I think that's probably shown us as there is to see of this game. It's I've brought it in at 51 because I think it is pretty decent. It's the best sort of example, I think, of the missile command style game that was available for the Beeb and the Electron in its day. And it's really, really good fun. Not the best graphics in the world, but I think it makes up for it, to be honest, with all of the sort of random flashing and strobing and all of the amazing sound effects as well. So do look that one out if you've not played it before. And yeah, definitely if you've never played a Missile Command style game, Missile Control is a really good one to sort of get the feel of what a game like that was really like. Very much a 1980s game, I think we'd all agree. So, hope you've enjoyed that video, and I hope you'll join me for the next one in the series. Until then, goodbye.